Hello and welcome to this edition of Eat Right with Rouses. I'm your host, Keith Whiteside, and we are always glad to welcome in our favorite dietitian, April Senz. Hi, April. How are you?
Hi, Keith. I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing very, very well. Thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying this holiday season.
I am. Yeah, we got some cool weather.
I like it. Some cool weather and some cool things to talk about today. Tell us a little bit about these roots.
Yeah, we're going to get down to the roots of things today. That's right. So December is actually root vegetable month. So I thought that would be a fun topic to talk about because it's not something that we really focus on a lot of times. But, you know, root vegetables are a part of our variety of vegetables that we can get in. And so it makes for a great way to have some variety in there to add some color and nutrition. And then also just add some variety. There's a lot of things that people might not realize, that's right. That is a vegetable. It does count as one of my vegetables because most of us don't get enough vegetables in per day. That's recommended. So it's a good way to always be able to be cognizant of that. But I'm going to go through a few root vegetables. So what I mean by root vegetables, those are going to be things like radishes, carrots, onions, potatoes, which a lot of us like potatoes, rutabagas, turnips, parsnips, and beets. And I also have some ginger right here too, so that's a ginger root too. These root veggies are very nutritious. They add lots of color and flavor to our meals. Sweet potatoes, for instance, they are an excellent source of vitamin A, which is great for skin and eyes and also immune support. Also, beets and radishes are good. Like I have some raw beets right here, and then I also have some jarred right here. They are also good they're a low-calorie food that's also helpful in lowering cholesterol, according to the USDA. So that's a good thing too. And then turnip greens. I have some turnips right here. They are also really a great source of vitamin C. A lot of times you might put those in your winter soups and in your beef and vegetable soups and those types of things. So a great option as well. And then you also have your white potatoes, which a lot of people say like, oh, what do I get? White potatoes or sweet potatoes? Well, they offer two different types of nutrients. So it's good to include a variety in your daily regimen. And then that way you can alternate them out. But this is a good source of potassium, which is also great for athletes that are looking to replenish electrolytes and things whenever they're working out. So if you're not a happy cook as far as like having to prep all the fresh items, so, a lot of times with your carrots, you might have to take them home and wash them, peel them, cut them up. If you're looking for a simple way, you can go there. We do have some fresh cut items in Rouse's in the produce section, but don't forget, you can go find vegetables throughout the store. So one of my favorite things to tell people is don't forget about your frozen vegetables. So you have some, like right here, I have found some frozen, colorful types of potatoes, and actually just put them in a pot with a little bit of water and then steam them. In just a few minutes, they're ready to go. What I love about frozen vegetables is that you pop open the bag, they're already prepped and cut for you. Even turnips with the greens. You even have some oven roasting vegetables as well. There's no food waste. Everything has been sliced and diced for you, literally so convenient. Another thing too to remember is don't forget your canned good aisle. One of my favorite things to get is these Rouse's pickled beets. That's a good way to eat raw root vegetables and makes it super convenient because all you have to do is pop open the jar and throw them in a salad or eat them as a snack. And then don't forget, you can even make potatoes and carrots super simple in the Rouse's brand by finding them on that canned goods shelf. And so you can find vegetables throughout the store, and you can get them as fresh and natural and ready to prepare, or you can get them already basically ready to pop open and to throw them in your soups, your salads, and those types of things. So there's such a variety, and I feel like a lot of people forget that they can go and get those in the canned section and in the frozen section. And the value of nutrition is good in canned and frozen along with the fresh. So you can get your variety in and get some different types of options.
Yeah, so you can go to the fresh vegetable aisle. You can go and check out those sweet potatoes, check out those potatoes, and kind of think about what you have the option for. It's always good to have some on hand because you may have the time to put them in and bake those for the 30 minutes to an hour or so that it takes to do the baking. But you can also go to the frozen aisle, get those potatoes like you have in the plate before you, of course. Beautiful fall colors right there. That's just one of those things where you can, it's always so easy to be able to do. And the turnip greens, either get the turnips or you can get the turnip greens in the bag and be able to do that. It's such a wonderful combination of options for people that have a little more time or don't have a little more time to be able to do that.
It's definitely true. And you can always think of, you can get your fresh and then you can have your canned and your frozen to store for later. So there's a lot of people that get afraid, I don't want to overdo all the fresh items. And so they get some to have to store and have on hand as well for longer lasting use as well.
Some wonderful ideas as always and recommendations for how to get your vitamins and be able to be an athlete and get some of those carbs. Great recommendations today. We appreciate it, April.
Thank you so much, Keith.
All right, and that will do it for this particular segment of Eat Right with Rouses. Don't go anywhere. A lot more local programming here on HTV.